And we are back with. Oh, wait, let's get the Twitch world open. We are back with Minecraft, which I am persisting at because I kind of missed playing this world and all of its strange mishaps. And I spent like half an hour building a barn yesterday, so I feel compelled to keep going with it. I also haven't found anything really long form I want to do in slot 3, but I've got a couple weeks to sort that out. That said, slot 3 is probably. God, I've been talking about it for so long, but I think I'm finally going to put Persona 3 on there. Oh, right. I just got back and I didn't even sort my stuff out. Oof. Yeah, my audio is being bad again. Oh, steak, we eat that. Wood. Bunch of rocks. Oh, wait, that's wool. That's not a rock. There's some andesite. I'm just going to put this in with the rest of the farmed stuff. Oh, and a spare bed. I had a box from Mob Drops, didn't I? I guess I'm just going to put that in with the farmable stuff. And I should probably have one for assorted tools. Yeah, so we'll throw that in there. We'll throw that in the wood box. And I should probably go breed my cows. My audio's gone all wonky. Very annoying. Did I make a... I do have a smoker. I have one thing to put in it. Wait, I think I had more in here. So I'm going to go ahead and grab... Yeah, the mutton from earlier. Some chicken. And then I was literally just thinking about this, and my brain just stopped working. Oh, right, I wanted to grab more sugarcane and plant that. Yeah, here we go. I'm going to need it for books anyway, so... There we go. 3 more here. Whoops. So beef first, and chicken, and then we'll leave the mutton. There we go. Oh, hey, I've got a hoe right there. Let's go ahead and use that to replace my inadvertent trampling. And then I think we're going to go back into the pit. Stuff those tools back in there. And keep water on the bar. Oh, I don't need the map for this part. But let's make some more picks and shovels. And see what we'll see. I'll just take a stack of cobblestone with me. Lord knows I'm going to use it. Okay. Really? Okay, so oops, make 2 more picks. Well, yeah, and then we'll make 2 shovels. That should be fine for now. Drop off the sugarcane, and I'm going to go ahead and just keep baked potatoes with me. And a bed, because you never know, an emergency might happen. Let's do this. Whee! Blunk. Okay, so. Oh, that's right. I opened this up and it turned out to be more of this, which wasn't really what I had hoped for. But we can work around it. So, I'm looking at grabbing a mod for this just so I have a working mini map. I don't know if people consider that cheating. Um, it just seems like something the game should have in it on its own. Maybe that's just me. I mean, I value the exploration in the game, but um, I can only get so lost before I go. Hey, I want to get things done around here. Okay, so we'll go ahead and turn this into a stairway. Like it's a normal mine shaft. We'll just leave that section open right there and resume our digging. We are 15 below. Let's put a light down because my understanding is we have to get to the bottom of the map to start producing diamonds. And if I want to make a portal back to home base, well, that's going to be I have to light the portal from both ends, which is tricky. And then I have to get into the top of the nether, and it's a whole thing, but it's worth it. I don't know who invented nether hubs, but they're just so essential for if you want to have a big variety of locations that you can actually use. Um, I mean, I remember watching them on Mindcrack. They used to have one of those in their worlds, and that was always nifty. And it inspired me to do the same when I ran Hellstar Micro. Um, I don't know if any of those guys are still around, but I'd like to start that up again since I'm playing again. Because I always ran the latest snapshot, which was interesting. We only had a couple troublemakers, but I had an awesome backup system. So there's a tool called RDiff Backup, where if you have something with a bunch of files, some of them maybe even large binary files, exactly like a Minecraft map, for example, um, this is possibly the best tool you could use because it'll keep diffs of the files instead of whole files when you back them up. But because it has all those, you can restore back to a specific date and time very easily. It turns out, and it doesn't take nearly the kind of disk space that you would expect to do on a Minecraft server. Um, you know the I had a backup rolling every 4 hours, so we had our server get griefed once or twice. But I had rollbacks every 4 hours, so if something happened, it was very easy to fix, and we would ban the little shits that did it. I mean, I ran it strictly whitelist, so somebody had to put some time in to fuck things up. But it did happen a couple times. But I'm happy to say that with that tool for backups, it didn't happen often, and I'm kind of proud of that. And it usually didn't screw us up too badly. The one that got us, though, was we discovered a user had been using a duplication bug that had been banned. There was some snapshot that allowed you to dupe items, and somebody came across literally chests upon chests stacked with full stacks of diamond. And we're like, we're not entirely sure how far back this goes, nor what to do about it. So that was a difficult one to cope with. I don't remember our solution in the end either. Of course, that's been years now. Um, but I miss that, logging in and finding out when your players has done something cool and being able to tell them as such. It's a fun little community, but like all things on the internet, it doesn't last. Oh my god! Okay, speaking of things on the internet lasting, um, somebody posted this thing. He's like, "Oh, come on, internet friends don't last more than 3 months." And I'm sitting there. It was posted to me by a friend that I've known since 2009. So that's at least 15 years. And I also posted it to my friends that I've been doing movie night with. Um, and if you just look at movie night, that's 3 or 4 years right there. Not to mention, I knew uh, the two people who let me join them back when it was still only kind of a thing. We we got together and watched movies, and I've known both of them for about 10 years. And we're just looking at this guy who's basically ratted himself out as not someone you want as an internet friend because he only keeps them around for 3 months, apparently. It's like you get these guys who are like, well, I've never seen a woman come, so why should I care if she does or not? It's like, dude, you just ratted yourself out. You don't seem to realize it, and that's the funny thing. I don't know what it is. Some dudes on the internet are just really stupid, and they don't even understand that they're stupid. Which, it's like, I know I'm a dumbass, and I try to work with that as best as I can. I mean, anyone who's watched me on this channel for any length of time knows I'm not actually good at anything, and certainly not video games. So, about the only thing I've been demonstrably good at is getting a low call handle time at work. Um, but even that doesn't really mean a whole lot because they now want these customer satisfaction surveys, which, frankly, we need to understand something important. Some customers can't be satisfied, and that's something I've run across. I still remember our lead in the consumer call center one day. Um, I was talking to him about this one call that had gotten just stupid out of hand. He's like, you got to remember, some customers are worth losing, and that's kind of stuck with me. I mean, you don't want that to be a prevalent toxic thought, but man, you get some people. It's like, I don't know that we really want your business because you're kind of horrible. Um, like you'd get people that used our product for free for like years, and then it suddenly required an upgrade, and they had to pay like $20, and they're like, "Well, I've never had to pay before. You are going to lose me as a customer." I'm like, "So you never paid us? We weren't making a dime off you. Your threat really isn't holding any water here." So I think I've gotten lost. Might be a problem. Although, okay, we are significantly above where our mine is. So, first time I played Minecraft, I encountered an octopus when I was caving, and I didn't know what the hell it was, other than I just saw it from the toothy end, basically. So I didn't realize that this was an octopus, and it was just stranded in this cave because there was literally no water there. And I'm like, is this thing going to hurt me, and how? Ooh. There's times I wish I could go back to those old versions of Minecraft. You can go back to a point in the new launcher, or the almost new launcher. I can't upgrade to the latest one because I get a URL that points to something in the Microsoft Store, and then it doesn't work when I try to use it, which honestly is about par for the course. See, I'm not as virulently yeah, virulently virulently anti-Microsoft as I used to be. Um, but there's still a company that does dumb shit, and somehow I'm expected to cope with it. Prime example: copying and pasting should not require me to change how I copy paste, but they did it. They made it so that you have to do Control Shift V to not copy with the formatting that you got before. Um, I don't know why they suddenly decided to do that, but it sucks and I hate it. Um, but like out of the box, if you get a Windows system now, it comes in store mode. So you can only install programs from the Microsoft Store. And this is a huge problem if you're a support guy who gets calls from people to say, I can't install your company's software. It says I have to be in the store. What's that? I'm like, oh boy, here we go again. And the instructions we can give them for that are limited because they're not, because it's something that's not our software. So we can't tell them as much as we might like to. Um, I can tell them what they'll need to Google to sort that out, but there's very little we can do. It's like, no, that's just a dumb thing. Don't worry about it. Um, but yeah, they to upgrade the launcher, I get a link I'm allegedly supposed to open in a web browser that'll take me to their store. That doesn't take me to the store. I just get a protocol handler error. It's like I don't know what to do with this thing. Thanks. So I'm not upgraded, but in the version of the launcher that I have, I can go back to old versions, but I can't get back to the down and dirty beta versions that we used to use back when the game was new. Like the first one I used something like 10 years ago. Coincidentally, I started on 1.7.3, which anyone who's followed Kurt J. Mack for any length of time knows that that's the version he has to use because it's the last version that had the Farlands. And it's kind of cool because his. Oh, this is interesting. Oh, is this just way up to the surface? Hey, I'll take it. Blub blub. Hi, fishies. I'm lost. I'm gonna die out here, all alone, forgotten. Okay, we can make this work. I just need to figure out where home is. Um. Okay, that mountain over there. Um. Okay, that adds up. That could actually be it. We're probably not far from home because it was just some underwater, some very slow underground caving. So maybe. Oh, this looks almost familiar. Nope, nope. That chasm kind of gives it away. This is not home. Okay, there's some coal. Might as well get it while I'm here. I remember that there's a body of water near the uh, the second base, but I don't recall if it's a lake or a river, and that's a kind of important distinction because I might just be able to follow a river to some kind of civilization, possibly mine. Um, I think I've just accidentally gone on another adventure. Oh yeah, we are a long way from where we need to be. Well, I guess this is where it gets interesting. I did have the foresight to bring a bed with me, so all is not lost. I'm not going to be brutally murdered when the sun goes down, at least. Okay. So I still haven't seen many uses for copper. One is lightning rods, and the other is spyglasses, but you need amethyst for that. Um, Although honestly, you don't need anything fancy like that for a lens in real life. I had an astronomy teacher showed me how he would grind his own lenses at home, and it turns out it's actually very easy. Um, and it just relies on a certain mathematical principle that means that when you grind a hunk of glass into kind of a circular area, certain mathematical properties, and I don't fully understand it, will grind the lens into a proper convex shape. And it's really cool how it works. I don't remember the explanation entirely. Um, well, coal is something I have. Home is something I don't. Whoa. Let's uh let's not make that mistake. Okay, there were spruce trees near home, but that doesn't necessarily prove anything. In fact, I think we're seeing too many of them. And remember, there's picker bushes near home, but they're not. But remember, damaging the trees near them to get to them. And I'm not seeing anything here that looks like that. Well, this is a lovely place, but again, too many spruce trees. So I know it's not home base or home away from home base. Um, we have a problem. I am effectively lost. I'm going to head back to that other body of water and see if. Ooh, I'm going to try to find the body of water I came out of the dirt in and see if that helps. Because I can't have gone that far. Okay, there's some birch trees. Hold on. Okay, this is more of the variety. Hey, there we go. There's my big fucking barn. Whee! I almost wonder if I should build some sort of beacon tower so that I can come back and go, hey, there's my place. I mean, visual propagation is still limited in Minecraft. Um, so you can only see as far as the game lets you render chunks. Ooh. It's not the best idea, but yeah, there we go. Home sweet home. All right. Let's oh, what? Oh, hi. Bucket of tropical fish. I don't have 5 emeralds for that, but I'm kind of intrigued and want one anyway. I'm not going to worry about most of this iron. Um, Nice to have a little more redstone. There's my box of rocks. And dirt. So I guess this is mostly mob drops and farmables. All right, I'm going to do me a little sleep, and then I'm going to go ahead and breed the animals.